Send Context News to Paris. The Climate Summit, which is the international convening of all of the nations of the world in the matter of climate change, is happening on September 23rd right here in New York at the United Nations. Context News will be at the summit. We will be accredited, cleared, everything that you need to do to be there as official journalists, as an official news service covering that event, and we will be bringing it to you live, reporting as it's happening, and interviewing delegates, speaking with presidents, prime ministers, being right in the thick of it with a contextual perspective that will allow people to see the event from a viewpoint that no other news service will be providing. So there's two things that are exciting about this. One is that it allows a contextual perspective into the event. The other thing, and this is as if not more critical, is that it provides us the opportunity to get the conversation for context into the summit itself. That's right. Right now there is no conversation for context in the summit as far as what's got to be in the mix in addition to the plans and everything else that's going to be proposed. And without a conversation for context, without a shift in context, without an exploration of the current context and a generation of a new context, it won't happen. We're committed to having context play a major role in what gets adopted in the global commitment to climate change. So that happens September 23rd. That will be a precursor to the International Climate Conference, which is going to be held in Paris from November 30th to December 11th of 2015. So this is the conference in which what the intention is that all the nations of the world will reach a global climate agreement which will limit global warming to 2 degrees Celsius. So we're here both to report from a contextual perspective on what's happening at the Climate Summit here in New York in September, what will be happening in the conference in Paris at the end of 2015, and all of the work being done by the countries in the interim. Context News is putting itself right at the heart of the matter. We will also be at work having context in the mix, such that at the conference in Paris, not only will the plans be presented, not only will the proposals be presented, but there will be a global commitment to create a new context for climate change. What that's going to take is a lot of work, research, hiring crews, all kinds of things that are going to need to be done between now and when that Paris conference happens at the end of 2015. The other thing we need is money. We need funding. So Context News is now actively pursuing funding. One of those ways of funding is sponsors. So we're looking for organizations, companies, institutions, a company that would just love to have their name associated with the work that we're doing and the impact that we're going to be making in this issue. We're also looking for individual donations. And how you can donate, there are a number of different ways you can donate. One is that you can go to the Context News website, and that is www.contextnews.org. And there's a donate button right on the website, and you can click that button and donate that way. You can also go to the Context News Facebook page, and that's simply go to Facebook and then look up Context News. There's the Context News Facebook page, and there's a link there that says donate. You simply click that link and you can donate money there. Now, we are not a nonprofit, so any money that you donate will not be tax deductible, and we want to make sure that you're real clear about that so that there won't be any expectation on your part that won't get fulfilled. Also, if you have any ideas, people that we should be contacting, anything you might think of that as possible sources of funding, please let us know. You can respond directly to me, which is Laughlin, Laughlin, at contextnews.org. Now, does that mean that Context News is now going to be a one-issue news service? Not at all. However, given how critical this situation is, the most critical situation of our lifetime, and our unique access to be able to impact and make a difference in that situation, we simply have to do this. We are now in exactly the right place, at exactly the right time, doing exactly the right work.